and today I want to talk about triggers. Triggers are those things that we perceive that send us into a hyper-aroused state, that fight or flight state. Now you may have noticed, or will soon come to notice, that your children are fan-freaking-tastic at triggering you into some of the most uncomfortable places. How convenient is it that our biggest wounds and our greatest challenges are reflected back at us through those tiny versions of ourselves? Now, if you've been following my videos, you probably have come across the steps to figuring out the root causes of your triggers. But it's a lot of work and it takes some time to do. To notice when you have an emotional reaction to your child and then jotting down those feelings and sensory words to describe the intensity of the emotion. Doing that sensory body investigation work where you look at how your body reacted, and then connecting those identified emotions to needs and defining moments that may need to be rewritten or addressed. That's all really important work. But so is just being aware of the most intense feelings that are generated by interactions with other people and things outside of our family. How often do you get angry at coworkers or other drivers on the road or your mother? You don't want to focus so much on the experiences with your children that you lose sight of what's really driving your triggers. Maybe it's that you're carrying too much work-related stress, or maybe you don't feel supported enough. And then you get triggered by erratic drivers or slow cashiers. All that extra stress outside you take home with you, and then sometimes we try to focus so much on why our kids are freaking out that we lose sight of why we are getting triggered in those moments. So today I want you to notice those times that you get triggered, not by your children, but by other people and experiences. What things send your system into alert and react mode? And then I want you to take that opportunity every time that happens to implement a process of mindfulness, bringing your mind, your consciousness back to the present. Self-care is such a critical part of being an emotionally responsive parent, but it takes a lot of practice to overcome those hardened patterns and habits of reacting that you might have. So be gentle and use the experience of being triggered to practice being at peace and coming back to the present. When we are triggered, we react emotionally and without thinking. So the first step that we're going to focus on just for today, it's the hardest step, is to just become conscious in that moment. Choose consciousness. Take a deep breath and disengage from your thoughts. Kind of watch them as an observer going by. You can talk yourself through it. Instead of staying in the anger, just notice it. I feel angry. That guy on the highway just cut me off and I'm angry. And breathe through it. Just take your time walking through it and become aware of everything in your environment. Look at the road, look at your steering wheel, feel your hands. Become aware with all of your senses that you are in this moment. It's in this moment of disconnection that you're actually reconnecting with yourself, your inner all-knowing guide, that place that is still. And then it is in this stillness that you are able to walk the reality with a calm mind instead of getting taken away on an emotional storm. It is so easy to let the everyday sweep you away with a million to-dos or shoulds. But if you can just slow down and practice mindfulness each time you get triggered, each day will become smoother and your relationships will become effortless. And then those behaviors that you hate so much will simply be something that you guide your children through without letting them direct your own emotions or affect your state. Okay, that was my teachable moment for you. I hope that you found it helpful, and I would love to hear from you, of course. Where do you get triggered the most, aside from with your children? Is it at work? Is it with a parent? Is it with another driver on the road? Next time you get triggered, I want you to walk yourself through this mindfulness practice and leave me a note in the comments and share your thoughts about what you felt. What happened when you were able to become aware in that moment? When you leave a note in the comments and share your stories, you never know, but you just might inspire someone else towards the change that they were looking for. Now, did you like this video? Because if you did, I would love it if you would share it with someone that you love or on your favorite social media site, because when you share the love spreads. And if you want more video trainings like this, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel or to my website, because when you subscribe for updates, I will send you my latest new free training to help you create the family that you deserve. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, please remember, it's about consciousness, not perfection.